Hey everybody, it's Jordan from Back Porch Talk, and for the second day I've had to ride with my mom to the doctor's office because yesterday they were closed and then due to weather, so we had to come back today. But I wanted to talk about something, and I lost a brother to the C word like 25 years ago, 26 years ago. It's been a long time, and his wife at that time had never really had anything to do with anybody in our family, like never. Um, and so the last few years, me and my mom have tried to reach out to her, like send her little gifts for Christmas and all that stuff like that, with no response, no nothing. She only lives like 30 minutes away, and but I will say one thing I noticed about her through the years of knowing her is that if you didn't have money or amongst a certain clique or just a absolutely gorgeous individual, like somebody she could be attracted to, I noticed she didn't really have nothing to do with you. So therefore she didn't have anything to do with my mom or my dad or me, but she did take really close attention. She did get really close to my middle brother. So throughout my life, I can honestly say, when her and my brother had my niece before he passed, um, I couldn't count on two hands how many times I saw my niece out of 21 years of her life. My niece was born special. And my niece wasn't expected to live to the age of 21, and she did. Okay, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. She was one of the prettiest nieces. Haley was a beautiful, beautiful girl. Beautiful. And looks wise, her attitude wise, all of it. She just had a condition that wouldn't allow her to live. They thought that she wasn't going to live past 5 or 8, something like that. Then they said she wouldn't live past 16. She made it to 21, and she did finally pass over. Um, she, but we were there for the brother's funeral. We were there for the niece's funeral. We were there for, I wasn't, but because I didn't really know her, my sister-in-law's mother at that time. So my mom was there for my sister-in-law's mother's funeral. And I noticed a couple of years ago, I had bought a few things I had ordered that was like memorabilia stuff that I had engraved for my brother. And I sent one over as a gift to her through my mom. And, my mom said she was thankful, but really acted like she just really didn't have the time for anybody, which is fine. But the reason I'm saying this is because, there's just some people in your life that you cannot please. There's some people in your life, no matter how nice you are to them, you just cannot be in their life. They just choose not to, no matter what. And it all boiled down to basically that my mom and dad and our family wasn't wealthy or had lots of money. And that's what it boils down to, because, she was an only child, so she pretty much got everything she wanted. But just always remember that even sometimes in the family, you only can do so much before you have to wash your hands of that person. And that's what happened with me. I had to wash my hands of that person a long time ago. And because some people you just can't please. But I noticed that, like I said, she only lives like 30 minutes away, but she's going to church and doing all that, which is good. Glad she's going to church and she's doing good in the church and whatever. But I noticed she posts a lot on my mom's social media page about her church and doing this and doing that. And I'm sitting there going, but yet you can't take an hour out of your day to come see your mother-in-law, who has been there for you since the day you and my brother got married. Even though he's passed away and the granddaughter of hers has passed away, you're still family, no matter what. But apparently you choose not to be family. So therefore, I have put a stop to my mother even contacting this person, because what's the point? She don't want nothing to do with us. So why should we waste our life and our breath and our money to do things for her? Sometimes you just gotta let it go. And that's what we're doing. I did this a few years ago and told Mom we're not doing this anymore. I thought maybe it was because maybe with everything going on that we didn't reach out enough to her. But when I sent that gift, and it was a pretty expensive gift for me. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a keychain. Well, not a keychain. It was like a pendant that had my brother's picture engraved in it. And then it had a LED light in. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it wasn't cheap because I had two made. And then I actually went and bought a card, had it gift wrapped to send over to her. And in that card it said, "We would love for you to come see us." That's been a couple of years ago, and not one time have we seen her. So therefore, it has made me realize a few years back that she wants nothing to do with us. So therefore, we have washed our hands of her. We have. My whole thing is, what's the point? She didn't want us there to start with. I don't understand why. For so long we tried. They were married for like 20 years, 20 some odd years before he passed, and she never really gave a crap about any of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I told my mom a couple years ago, we're not doing this anymore. You're not going to go out your way to call her, to check on her. You're not going to sit here and go to whatever's going on with her, let her deal with it herself, because she don't want us here. She didn't want us here then. She don't want us here now. So therefore, she's not really my sister-in-law anymore, if you get my drift. She's just a woman that just happened to be married to my brother who passed. And I don't understand why. Well, I understand why, because we don't have money to give her. We're not rich individuals. We don't have thousands and millions of dollars just to give her and beg her to come around, which I wouldn't in the first place, even if I had it. I have better things to do with my time. But I just wanted to say, sometimes even with family, you have to let them go. And that's what we did with her a few years ago. We just like, I'm done. I spent good money on a gift I sent her for Christmas one year and invited her to our house because, I was like, she's alone. She don't have her mom or her daughter or her husband anymore. And I was like, well, maybe she'll want to come eat with us for a Christmas dinner or something, just to be around the family. But no show, no call, no nothing. And we haven't heard from her since. And that's why we're going to keep it, because of the fact she chose it. I love you guys. I hope this helped anybody.